So, anyways, we'll start our live stream. We don't have anybody on here yet. I just restarted it because sometimes YouTube, I don't check the channels when I should, and I end up going on my other channel, which is the Florida Fun and More. And then if I'm on that channel, then we're going off into theme parks and other stuff like that. But we are here in the Guitar Addict. Like I said in my other intro, we did have a lot of interesting stuff happen today. Well, some stuff. In the last couple of days, we've had some interesting things. If you saw my last live stream, we had, which was just yesterday, we did a quick impromptu live stream. We had my buddy Darren, who is playing tonight at the Peabody Auditorium with Jay and the Americans. He's a guitar player, singer for Jay and the Americans, which, did that song, This Magic Moment. I think they did a couple more too, but he sings and plays with those guys, and he's playing Peabody tonight. He came in yesterday, so I did a quick impromptu, little thing with him yesterday. So if you can check that out. It's been posted up on the YouTube page as well. This one, not the other one. Yes, it is 91 PRS CE 25. Beautiful guitar. Sounds great too. Great neck. Great neck. So that was one thing. So we had him coming yesterday. We've been loading up for the guitar show. That's why there's not as many guitars back behind me as usual. We've got the Sarasota Guitar Show happening this weekend, and we've been packing up all day long. We packed a bunch of pedals. Well, we packed all the pedals. Hey Randy, cool, awesome. I had originally planned on setting my laptop up today, and we got it all set up, and I got everything going, hit live to go, and then I figured out, oh, great, this thing has to have the newest version of Chrome on it. Well, my computer, the one I brought was my old computer. It's so old. It's a whopping 9 years old. It said it was too old to run YouTube on there. So, needless to say, we're back on the old iPhone doing our stuff. So, if I can't read your comments quick enough, I'm gonna have to put on the spectacles again. There we go. Wow, we can see again. Need to clean these dang things. Gotta clean these things. So we've been cleaning up stuff, putting them in the case and all that fun stuff. Have you ever played any of the Valtrain amps? Oh yeah, we used to carry Valtrain amps. We actually use, Rick is a good friend of mine over there at Valtrain, and we've had his amps in here several times. Great amps, very good amps. Can't say anything bad about them. They sound great. I know he's still making amps as we speak. So I'll probably see him this weekend. I would think that he may come out to Sarasota. I know I've seen him, I think he was there last year. So we'll see if Ricky is gonna be over there. Anyways, let's see, got 205 Punch Hop here in UK, arrives tomorrow. Oh, cool, awesome. Got yourself a good amp, Rick will be happy that they're over there in the UK. I don't know if he has any UK dealers over there, and that one wandered back over there or not. And all Florida rig. Yeah, there you go. Woohoo! Star Guitars and Valtrain amps. It's funny because they are not far from each other. Valtram is on a road called Douglas Avenue, which is in Altamont, and I believe Kip's place is not far from there. I know Kip was going to move his place over into Sanford. I don't know if that happened or not. What's a Star guitar? Star guitars are great guitars. Cool, awesome. Star guitars are a guitar that are made here in the Florida area. Really, really good guitars. Very, very good guitars. Look them up. Starr. That's how you spell them. They're all handmade. Kip does, you know, he used to do Tellys and Strats and stuff like that. But now he's kind of moved into his own little thing where he kind of makes his own design. Yeah, I would say that they are a well-kept secret as well. So anyways, we've been getting ready for the guitar show, getting stuff all packed up, and we've got, I think I want 15 guitars. I've got quite a few to go tomorrow. Then we'll pack them in the van and we'll move on our way to Sarasota bright and early on Friday morning. It's about a 3.5 hour trek from here. We'll get over there and load in, set the booth up, start wheeling and dealing with some other dealers until Saturday when the public comes in for Saturday and Sunday at the show. And but here's one of the other interesting things I was going to tell you about. We had a little incident happen. Awesome. We had a little incident happen here. Guitars load-ins are fun. 25 guitars. Actually, I'm gonna try to go to the chiropractor tomorrow morning before I do all this stuff, because it's a strain on your back for sure. We had an incident down here in the plaza, just a few stores down. A guy, people said he was drunk. Other people said he had a medical incident. I don't know the facts. I don't know. I just know the guy came across the median, across the street, went down. Awesome. The old red. Came across the median here, almost hit the sign in front of my store, went down through the parking lot and ran into a smash it up store. Good, glad. So he ran into the smash it up place, which if you don't know what a smash place is, it's a place you go into and you destroy stuff. How are you? Good to see you. And you go in there and you destroy stuff. I mean, they set up tables, mirrors, glass, cars, all kinds of stuff. Anything you can smash, they have it. Yeah, exactly. I agree. It's kind of like weird. They ran into the right place. I mean, it's bad because the building now is destroyed, but the guy did run into a smash place, and I guess he messed it up pretty good. He actually did mess it up. They're going to have to tear the building down, tear the building down. Luckily, that building was not connected to this particular plaza. Yeah, it is a drive-through. I agree, it is, because it has a hole right through it. And he hit part of our plaza and knocked a few of the columns out, and also he knocked like glass and stuff out of a beauty salon that was at the other end. They knocked that, and they're I don't know if they're closed or they just don't have any way to look out the window anymore for their patrons. Hopefully they put a TV there so they can watch something. But that happened. I didn't know it happened until late yesterday afternoon. It actually happened at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Had no idea. And somebody said, "Hey, you see what happened down the way?" No clue. Yeah, here's a guy went through the building down there. Now here's the interesting thing. where my shop is, there have been 4 different buildings hit by cars. 4 in the last 10 years. Some of them in the last 5. 2 of the other ones were in the last 5. The other one was probably 10 years ago. Maybe, no, it's probably less than that. Maybe 8 years ago. One diagonally from me to my right, your left, because the screen is reversed. I'm not a lefty. I know this does this for some reason, but I don't know. That was another reason I want the laptop to work. We'll get that figured out. And then one straight across the street from me, a law office. Last year, a guy went right into that. Then the year before, a guy went into a tobacco shop across the street, diagonal to the other side of me. And then just yesterday, a guy went into a building on this side of the street in this same plaza. So that's 4. And also there's a bus stop that's right across the street that's kind of a little, just a couple, no, it's probably maybe 100 yards from here. It has been hit multiple times. Multiple times. Hey, if you're watching this, please do hit the like and subscribe button and become part of the channel. It really helps me out. Even if you hit the like button, that's all good. Everything is good. So I do appreciate it. But yeah, it's crazy that this happened. But here's the other thing. The local Fox station came in here today and interviewed me on this whole thing. I'm like, what? So the cool thing is they did a video and we had the, question, when you go to guitar shows, do you see it? Yeah, we see a lot of lefties. No, not this many. We're not a lefty. I know it's reversed. I have looked on YouTube. I have watched multiple videos on trying to figure out how to turn the camera around. The only thing I can figure out to do is to get the laptop, which I tried to do today, and put it up, and it would have reversed everything back to normal. But the iPhone, for some reason, wants to switch my things lefty-righty. So, or righty-lefty, whatever it is. So hopefully I might just have to go buy another laptop, and I just went and bought one because I had to switch everything to Teams for my lessons because I was using Skype and I had to switch over to Teams, so I had to go buy a laptop for that. But that laptop is in my studio at my house. And I tried to use my old laptop and it said, nope, we don't like that because the latest version of Chrome doesn't support your laptop. It's 9 years old. Let's hear about the Fox interview. Okay, you want to hear the Fox interview? Okay. So this really pretty girl comes in. And I look and I'm like, man, she's pretty, dressed real nice. And I look, I know this girl, I've seen her before. But I figure she's just a customer. No, she's this girl that works for our local Fox affiliate at Fox 35. And she says, hey, I've been trying to talk to people in this plaza and nobody wants to go on camera about the accident that happened down the other end of the plaza. Would you be interested in maybe talking about it on camera? I said, me? I have a YouTube channel. I talk to people all the time. It's on camera. What am I going to worry about going on TV? Especially because we all know that regular TV is almost becoming a thing of the past. Am I right? Anybody believe that? I mean, we are streaming more and more. I mean, this will be streamed. I'm sure it'll be streamed on the internet as well. So you can probably look on Fox 35 and it'll probably be streamed. But, it's people that have cable and satellites and stuff, that's becoming that's being weeded out. I believe that. I mean, because we see like NASCAR now is on Prime and on Max. WWE, switched to Raw, Raw to Netflix. AEW Wrestling switched all their programming. Well, they're doing both. They're doing both TNT and TBS, and they're doing Max. So we're seeing a lot of like shows, and a lot of the major shows on TV now are all being merged over to all the streaming platforms. So I know I'm going back on a tangent. Some guy actually, I had something, and I thank you if you're watching today, saying I like that you actually do cover different subjects, not just guitar. I do talk about different stuff, and I'm not one just to here talk about guitar. I mean, I can, but I don't. I deal in guitar all day long. I barely ever watch TV, and you probably watch YouTube, and other things like that. Yeah, because that's a thing. That's another thing I was going to talk about too. Is that speaking of YouTube, TikTok, all the different. I hate when my wife comes home because the thing comes and blinks on my screen. There's motion at your front door. Yeah, it's my wife going home. But yeah, like you have the TikTokers and you have the YouTubers and the Instagrammers and you have these guitar players and other people as well. And you have the older generation like me, and you have the newer generation who are doing videos. And now they're competing against each other, and there are people trying to make this into a competition. The younger guys do the licks better than the older guys. Maybe some of them do, but not all of them. And I don't understand why there's got to be a competition over that. See? Exactly. See? You're on there. I'm going to learn how to play Turn Up the Radio. So that's, a lot of people do that. They're always watching guitar videos and they're trying to learn how to play this. I think YouTube is a great tool for musicians, especially like people like me, who I used to learn 40 songs in like 2 nights for a gig. I'd have to learn these songs crammed to go do, a fill in and everything. I'd have to cram them all in and learn them by ear. And now YouTube has made it where it's a lot easier, where I can just go watch somebody play it. I'm not, there's a lot of great teachers out there that show you exactly how to play the licks, lick by lick, whatever. I'm not one of those guys that likes to watch somebody go, okay, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. I'm not that guy. I'd rather watch somebody actually go and do it that way, and I can see where they're playing and how much inflection they're using and whatever, and steal it that way. If I can watch somebody just do that, researching guitars too. Yes, absolutely. I'm just going to tell you this. YouTube is a great place to research guitars. Yes, you're right about that. But being a guitar dealer, don't always believe what you see. I'm just telling you that. I deal with hundreds of thousands of guitars. I mean, I've been doing this a long time. There are a lot of people that are actually paid to show you these guitars. And they're only going to tell you what they're getting paid to tell you. And there's some of them that say, well, I'm not paid for this. In a way, you are. In a way, a lot of these guys, if they sent you that guitar to review, you are getting paid. So I don't always trust those videos. And I mean, there's, I never listen to opinions. Yeah. I'm just going to tell you this. Thank you. I appreciate that. another dealer that understands the whole thing. My thing is this, and I've talked about this on this channel before. If you're buying a guitar, yeah, I wish it was too. I could have been a lot better guitar player if it was around back then. Anyways, if you're buying a guitar, if you're seriously wanting a guitar, and you see a video of something, you say, oh man, it's a really cool PRS. I really want one of those. I'm gonna go order one off of Sweetwater, Reverb, or wherever you're gonna go buy one. Here's the problem. You've never played this guitar before. You have no idea how that guitar plays. You have no idea how that guitar is set up. How does it feel when you get a guitar from somebody and it comes to your house and you go, ah, crap, this thing plays like crap? Yeah, you're old too. But so you get these guitars and they play like crap. Oh, the tone pot doesn't work, or the volume not, whatever. You know where I'm going with this. Now you got to get this thing fixed, or you got to send it back to the manufacturer or the dealer that you bought it from. This is why little shops like me are so vital. Little shops like me, you can walk into the place and play these guitars and get a feel for the guitar and see whether it's worth a crap to buy one, even from somebody else. I would prefer you come in and buy the guitar from me, absolutely. But if I don't have the color you like or something like that, go buy it somewhere else. Go buy it where they do have what you like. But you need to put your hands on the guitar that you're going to buy. Don't just buy because somebody on YouTube says it's the greatest guitar ever. You've got to check these things out. Check this out. This is how great it sounds. Doesn't it sound great? Yeah, so you should buy one. No, you should not buy one. You need to go look at one, check it out, and see if it meets your needs. Don't just buy because some guy on YouTube tells you. You need to go buy it. The Rocktron thing, that's been the thing, man, lately. Yes, guitar shows are cool, and we're going to do that one this weekend. We'll have that on the channel early next week, so check that out. We'll have the Sarasota Guitar Show up. I know I'll have my video up. I'm sure Alex from Flash Flooded Gear will have his video up as well. His will be much better produced than mine because he has a camera crew. I have me. I don't have that kid's money. That kid's rich. He's not rich. He's doing all right though. I love Alex. Alex is my bud. I'm telling you that. That's my boy. Make an educated purchase this week. I got a cave. Okay, cool. Awesome. Very good. So yeah, so you listen to what I say about the guitars and buy pedals and stuff. You listen to stuff like the X100. It does sound like the old one. I actually have one of the old ones over there, right? No, wait a minute. No, it's packed away in the tub that's going to the guitar show. That's right. It is going to the guitar show, so it's packed away. But we do have one of the original Tom Schultz Rockmans packed away that's going to go. But those things are actually pretty cool. It does sound a lot like the original, tone that Tom had and Def Leppard and several other people, So. How's that song go? Is that it? Is that hell it goes. I think that's that lick. Anyways, I played it before, but don't remember it. I think I need to learn it because I know I have that band I have to play with next August. So I have to learn that again. So yeah, that's one of my rants about the buying guitars and stuff, because I'm a dealer, and I want you to actually put your hands on these guitars before you go out. Those Noble 1X is good pedal. Good pedal. You're funny. Yeah, I need two stacks. Yeah. I'll stick to my Cortex. I can pick it up and take it to the gig, stick it on the stage, I'm done. Instead of going, hey, my back hurts. If I was 25 again, yeah, I probably would have that stuff. It does it? No, that's. Now what is it? That one? Is that right? Is that Peace of Mind? I don't know. I know it's a Boston song that I play sometimes. Sometimes it comes. Yeah, okay, so it is that one, okay. But you know what, sometimes if you take that song, you go, well, not that way. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was doing. Exactly, the FM rock formula. Was that Rick Beto or whatever the guy is? He was the one that kind of talked about that. I think I saw that video, him talking about that, how the formula, the rock stuff. But you know that was like, what was that, 70s when like all that stuff came out? Do more bass videos? Hard rock? There's your bass. Lick it up, lick it up. Oh, the brass hardware there. Oh, I thought she said bass. I don't know. Yeah, bass videos. In your band rock. Okay. Okay, so I got two little things going. One's asking about bass video. I'd have to have Rick do that. Rick, the bass player in our band, have him do that stuff. He's a much better bass player than I am. He's a good bass player. Rick, my buddy, an occasional astronaut's a great bass player. I like it the way he plays. Even though he plays with a pick, which I tell people, if you're gonna play bass, don't play with a pick. But once again, you can always tell, I'll tell people this. You can always tell a frustrated guitar player that could not make it as a guitar player that plays bass. That's it. And I asked him the same thing. I said, Rick, so why are you playing with a pick? He goes, well, I used to play guitar. Couldn't get any gigs. So I switched over to bass. His friends actually, kind of the way he kind of started, his friends said, hey man, why don't you play bass? And he started playing bass. And he's done really well with that. You know, that's something a lot of bass players, I see Rick actually understands the fingerboard, understands where you can play your solos and stuff. Because we do give him solos. He does, we do a whole, what is that thing? Play that funky music into We Want the Funk, a couple of things. Chris Squire was pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. But Chris Squire could also use his fingers really well too. But he does this. He does a solo, and he actually plays in the key. Sometimes you get these players, and they don't understand keys. They don't understand you have to play over the key that you're playing in. And he actually does understand that. He does a great job of it. Mandatory play Rickenbacker bass with a pick. You know what? I don't think so. Did Geddy Lee play with a pick? I don't remember. I don't think he always played with a pick. Lemmy disagrees. Lemmy. Like I said, there's a lot of great bass players out there that play with a pick. But if you do the research and you go back, you're probably going to find out these guys started out as guitar players. A lot of them. It's just like if you see somebody playing classical guitar, and you see them doing their all there. Carol Kay did use a pick as well. Carol Kay is a great bass player. Gene Simmons is also another one of those guys that plays with a pick. I don't think Gene Simmons always plays with a pick, but once again, guitar player. My buddy Banner Thomas, God rest his soul, from Molly Hatchet. Paul McCartney, another guitar player, plays bass. Banner played guitar before he played bass, and you could tell. I'm not saying all these guys play with a pick all the time, but if you see them early on and they're playing with a pick all the time, they're probably a guitar player that either was frustrated with the guitar because there was too many strings and they didn't want to be able to go, man, that G chord sucks. I don't want to have to play that chord. That's a horrible chord. My hands don't do that. But my hand does do this. Hey, that's all I gotta do for a G? That's it? And I can do this? That's it? Pick is great for attack in the bridge position. Absolutely, it is. I agree. Yeah, I teach bass to a few of my students. I do teach bass. But for the most part, when I get a student that's new to the bass, this is not anywhere in my hands. I do teach them how to do that. I teach them how to slap. Slap. If they want to learn how to slap, I'll teach them how to slap. So I'll do all that fun stuff. And it's a funny thing about it, I can play bass. I've never played a gig a whole night as a bass player. I have played bass with bands before, but it's only been for a few songs, you know. Last time I did, I played with this band here in Florida. And our drummer didn't show up for the second set. He was gone, nowhere to be found. We're like, we gotta play. They said, what are we gonna do now? I said, well, I can play bass. And our singer who played bass said, I can play drums. He went back behind the drums, I played bass, the other guitar player played the guitar, and off we went playing, some songs. Sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do. And then finally our drummer came back and he's like, Dude, I didn't realize what time it was, man. Oh, man. I was just kind of like smoking a couple dews, man, and just like I lost track of time. Okay, I'm ready to play. uh, can't watch long. Okay, you're gonna get out of here? All right, I will see you then, Steph, whenever you get out. Steph, remember I got a guitar show coming this weekend, so I won't be around. But next week we'll have the video out from the guitar show. We'll also be back on live just after 5 o'clock, as always, for everyone to come in and join. Don't forget, hit the like button before you leave. If you're just kind of popping in, hit the like button. Even if you are a subscriber to the channel, hit the like button. Always, when you see my videos, please, if you're a subscriber, please hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and become part of the community so you know exactly when we're coming back on here and doing some of this, or when we're going to upload a video of any of our nonsense that we put up here. Yeah, so anyways, that's a good thing. But I didn't finish my story about the Fox girl. She came in, did the interview with me. She asked me about all this stuff, and I'm on Fox TV probably right now. Yeah, if you're just joining and stuff, it was something else. And I know it's Fox, and you probably think, well, what happened was there was this Nigerian boy who was jumping off the cliff over here, and he offended this other fellow over here. And I was like, well, I saw the whole thing happen, but then this other kid came across, he was from Georgia, and he jumped on him, and then the house burned up, and then everything came to chaos, and then these four nuns run out of the thing with these other politicians behind them, and no, that wasn't the Fox I was on. I was on the local Fox station here. We had nothing to do with politics. So, that was almost my Hank Hill impersonation. That was another impersonation of whoever. It wasn't, what the hell was that? Bobby, get in here. I want you to play some guitar. So, anyways, we're on the Fox 35 tonight. I believe it was at 5 and maybe 6. I feel a need to buy a propane canister. Well, we got to buy some propane and propane accessories because that's the best thing to do. I'm going to play a little song for you. You probably heard this one. Are y'all ready? Propane. It's okay, I need a propane tank. So, I know my senseless humor is not appreciated all the time. Anyways, so we talked about the guitar show. We talked about, did I tell you guys that my buddy from Jay and the Americans came in yesterday? He was in here. Ever knows how Hank Hill and Mr. Anderson from Mr. Beaver? Can I help you? I'd like a large fry, pie, and coffee. Pronto, good fella. Okay. Yeah, you're the same guy. Shut up, dumbass. I'm glad you guys might like my Hank Hill and Beavis and Butthead. But yeah, they are the same guy. That's how I actually learned his voice from Beavis and Butthead. It wasn't because of Hank Hill. I had already learned how to imitate him through Beavis and Butthead because of that whole skit when he drove up and said, I'll have a large fry, pie. Okay.
I need corn. I have a great cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole.
Yeah, I love all those guys. I used to do a thing, I used to actually sing on stage. I do the Cartman of singing Come Sail Away. That was one of my things. Now, I cannot do that like I used to. I used to do it all the time, but my voice is not what it used to be. I just can't do all this stuff. Like I used to be able to sing really high falsetto stuff. Can't do that anymore. I'm just gonna tell you, singing tip. If you sing, don't stop. Keep singing. If you're singing high stuff, keep singing it. Once you stop using your vocal cords for the stuff that you're used to singing, you're gonna lose it. That's great. Cartman, the voice.
Hey, come here.
I love Cartman. I'm not easily offended by anything. So that's one of my good traits. I'm not offended by really anything. So exactly, I'm trying to give advice to people. Guitar Holio.
I am the great cornholio. Guitar holio. I need picks for my bunghole.
Imagine one of these going up your bunghole. Imagine swallowing a pick, and are you threatening?
Are you threatening me?
But imagine swallowing one of these and then having to. Never mind. Bad sense of humor. My daughter actually swallowed part of her retainer a couple days ago, and I'm still waiting for the piece of metal to show up. So I'm sure she's going to be complaining about that. Hopefully it doesn't come out sideways. So maybe another doctor's bill. So there we go on those tangents. One guy said to me, like I said, came into the shop and he said, I like your channel because you don't just talk guitars the whole time. No, we don't. We do go off in these little tangents. I'm not the guy that just talks everything. Second Beavis and Butthead movie made me hurt from laughing. Yeah, I agree. Their movies are... All right, Operation Darky. If you've ever seen that movie, it is so offensive. I mean, and if you're offended by anything, please don't go see these movies because you will get hurt by stuff. But you know, sometimes you just gotta just have a little fun with stuff. I mean, I have friends that got offended by what was it? Knocked Up wasn't one they got offended by. They got American Pie. Oh my God, I had friends that oh my God, that's the most disgusting movie ever. A bit from Beavis makes rocket ship go to... Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, so if you're offended by stuff, I'm sorry. But you just got to toughen up. Toughen up a little bit. I walk around like this all day long. And you go like, well, like what? 2 colors hair, right? Do you not think people look at me funny and say funny things about me? If you don't have a thick skin, you cannot have hair like this. There's a musical artist here in the UK, so many people are offended by him, but man, he's funny. Hachi and Dothead. God, yeah. See, people get offended by that. But no, that's one thing I really get upset about. Comedians. They are offensive, most of them. And that is their job. To make you laugh and take you away from your reality. I talk to many comedians, and they talk about that, how their job has been hurt by that. It's called Cool in the Game, except replace cool. Oh God, no! I can't do that. I'm not going to talk about that. Yeah, Jim Brewer. I mean, you have to take the fun with it. I mean, it pulls you out of all their stuff. You know, you just go with it. I watched a lady on a cruise ship last year, and this comedian, he was funny. He was extremely, but he was extremely funny. And this lady sat there the whole time. And he said, "Do you not find me funny?" Mm-mm. You're offensive. And he said, "Then get your butt and walk out the door, because I invited you in to come see me. If you don't want to watch me, please leave." And that's the way it should be. If you are offended by something, don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's not. If you're offended by a guitar player that plays a lick that you don't like because he's done the Carlos Santana lick, and it's not the right lick to your song that you're watching, leave. You don't have to watch it. Yeah. I know I got on a tangent there because I'm not offended by anybody, because I do have funny hair, and I do get people saying stuff to me all the time, and I don't care. I don't care. Don't care one bit. It's not gonna hurt me. I used to play golf, right? I used to play golf all the time, and people used to make fun of me because I wore the golfer shorts, with all the plaiting and all the stuff like that. I didn't care. I've always been kind of funny. I've just always been kind of funny where I just don't care. Swing your arms in the air, you just don't care. Exactly. That's exactly what you should do. Life should not be stressful. I'm going to tell you this from an old man, because I am old. Do not, that's a dress code, exactly. Do not let people get to you. Just live your life and have fun. Live your life. Your life is too short. Don't live your life being stressed out by somebody else. Whether it's your prime minister or your president or your dictator or whatever you have in your country. Don't let them, how's it? It's great. But don't let somebody offend you. Don't let them ruin your life, because your life is too short and you should not worry about it. You can't change things, and just go on with your life and live stress-free. Because the one thing that will ruin your life and shorten your life, and I'm telling, this is a person that has died before. I have died before, people. Died. Gone. See you later. Adios. I've been to the other side. I have seen the other side of the mountain. Your life is ruined by stress. Stress will kill you quicker than anything. So don't stress out. You turn on the news and you see something you don't agree with. Oh well. Go on with your life. Pick up your guitar and play. Have a nice day. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be grateful for you. You know, I always say this. This is my thing. When people ask me how I'm doing today, I say I'm still on this side of the dirt. I'm still on this side of the dirt, because a few years ago, I could have easily been on the other side of the dirt. I was looking at the other side of the dirt. But by, the ultimate is, or God, whoever you believe, said, no, it's not your time. You got stuff to do. You got a YouTube channel to take care of. You got people out here to entertain and keep them watch your channel. Right? Because if I was gone, you wouldn't be able to watch me right now. Right? You'd have somebody else to watch. And they'd probably do a better job than me. They wouldn't, you know, I would be. God, I can't play this guitar. What is going on here? I know. Hold on. I know it's wrong. That's what I would have been. That's what you would have been if I wasn't here. Yeah, exactly, Dawkins. Rocking like Dawkins. And you say Great Tone. This is $149 amp. I'm playing through. It's actually, I think they're $300 new. This is a Spark, the original Spark 40. That's what I'm playing through. And they sound great. They do sound great, you know. Anyways, so sometimes tone is not in the amp. Sometimes it's actually in the fingers. Play the outfield. Really? Okay, just for you, Steph. There you go, outfield. Great band. I saw them actually in Cocoa Beach. I saw them years ago. They opened for Oingo Boingo, which Danny Elfman was just here in the Orlando area. He went to Epic Universe to check out his soundtrack that he did for Dark Universe over there. And I think I saw on his page, he's actually having a little health thing happening right now. Don't quote me on that, but I think I saw that. Anyways. So it is, what is it? It is 6:01. I try to do these for 1 hour. But I'm going to go over just a little bit more because I got on just a little later than I actually was supposed to because I was messing with this laptop and the laptop did not work. And then I thought the channel wasn't on because I thought it went to the other channel. The other channel is Florida Fun and More, and we talk about cruise ships and all that kind of fun stuff. Cool. That's a full thick tone. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, this whole amp is really cool. It is I wish I. Yeah, the outfield too. The other thing I would tell you about the outfield, they do this. Yep, on the Spark. Yep. So they do. So that's the other thing of the outfield. If you notice, like at the very end of that song, he's got a lot of chorus and a lot of delay going on in that little lick that I just did there. Don't hit the E string when you do that. So, but you can watch, I mean, you just watch me play it. Watch it back if you want to learn how to play that song. That's it. Nothing, just the D flat, the A, and the B. Those are your root notes. You have to leave those open on everything he does. He leaves everything open. So, kind of, I'm looking at stuff going on. What's going on? So anyways, so we went a little over farther than I usually like to go because I do have to get home. It's a very sad night for me. You guys can give me a tap on the back because it's going to be all right. My daughter is taking my dog. My dog that I have in my house has been with me for the last 3 years. He's going back to Orlando with my daughter, and she's gonna take him for a while. I'll get him back eventually, but for right now, she's gonna take my dog, and it's gonna be tough when she takes him. I don't want to get teared up. I don't want to get teared thinking about it. Because my daughter, she's gonna take the dog, and he's been with me. I mean, he's my big buddy. Dog means everything to me. And she's going to take him back. I can't see a dang thing without these damn things. She's going to take him back and put him back to work, I guess, because he's a service dog. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a 150-pound plus. Thank you very much. It is a beautiful guitar. 91 PRS. So she's taking the dog back to Orlando, and he was a service dog. He's a Great Dane, and she's gonna maybe put him back to work. I don't know. Hopefully not, because he's getting old too. He doesn't need to be walking around with a vest on and all this stuff. He's been exactly dead man's party. It's a dead man's party. But anyways, so she's gonna take my dog. And it's gonna be sad because I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna take her, my wife, to dinner, and then the dog's going away. Will you guys stop with the Slayer? For God's sakes. Next thing you're gonna go, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? What kind of app are you going to be playing into today? The amp, I'm still playing through the Spark. We're doing the Spark again. Never. Okay, good. You're not going to ask me to play that. Good. You won't make me play this one either? I wish my daughter lived close to me. Here's your rock and roll hoochie coo. So anyways, I see people show up late, and I guess 6 o'clock is probably the prime time for people to probably watch. It seems like the algorithm is starting to make it where people do show up a little later than my 5 o'clock here, East Coast time. By the way, it's East Coast time. So you guys on the West Coast, or I don't know what time is it in the UK right now? What time is it in the UK? Let me know what that is, because I often wonder about that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree. I wish my daughter lived close by, but she lives 60 minutes from me. So, but yeah. So what time is it in the UK? We still got any of our people over the pond? I don't know. We had a few from the UK early on, so I just wonder what time it is. Yeah, and I know there are guys on the West Coast, but we do this 5 o'clock Eastern. It's island time here in the Gulf Coast. So it's 5 o'clock your time. Am I correct? Or are you island time? Do you mean like Sarasota, Tampa, that island time, or are you talking about on the other side of the Gulf of America? Diamond Head. No, I know where you're at. Yes. So yes to what? Yes to the, like, you know, I hate it when people just give me a literal answer. They don't tell me exactly where they're at. Just give me, you don't have to tell me exactly where you're at. Just give me a landmark that I can understand. Sarasota. Okay, so we will see you. Are you coming to the guitar show? Tony, I hope you're coming to the guitar show this weekend at the Robarts Arena. We're going to be there this weekend. What's your favorite? I don't know what that was. Message rejected is what it, retracted. Okay. But yeah, I hope you're coming down to Sarasota this weekend. Robarts Arena on Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be out there. I'm going to be there Friday because I have my dealer day. I'll be doing the show out there. But if you're coming to the show, come by. Please, if anybody is coming, we're doing the Sarasota Guitar Show at the Robarts Arena. Any Kramers? No Kramers at this time. No Kramers. But yeah, Sarasota Guitar Show this Saturday and Sunday. What's your favorite song to play in your band? Favorite song for me to play? This is my favorite song, and this is kind of funny. I will play you just parts of it and see if you guys know what it is. Know what it is? Because if I played it the other way, you'd know. But see, we do a version of that particular song by a band that redid it by the name of Him, which was kind of a goth rock band. And we do a more rocked up version of that particular song. So let's see if anybody actually knows what the song was I actually played. And then I will actually play some of it that you'll actually recognize. Nope, not Butterfly. Come on, little Daisy, give me a little butterfly. Used to though. What is Butterfly? That was what was that name of that band? I used to know the guitar player. He used to come in here. They actually wanted to rehearse in this store at one point. I believe it was that band. No, it was Alien Ant Farm that wanted to rehearse in the store because they had nowhere to rehearse, and they were in town and they had a day, and they go, we need to rehearse somewhere, and they called me. Alien Ant Farm, you remember them? They did what is that song? They did the Michael Jackson song. We cover that. But I guess nobody knew what that song was. So the song actually was this. No, I don't have the tremolo. Now you know what it is? Sounds familiar. Chris Isaac, exactly right. Exactly what it was. That's exactly what that is. So the version I do, don't you think sounds better? No, I'm not going to sing my play because I don't sing that song. What's happening? It is me, Randy, yes. World's on fire. No one could save me but you. Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. And then we, I just kind of run through solos. I never do the same, on that song I probably never do the same solo twice. I just noodle. So, thank you, I appreciate that. I learned how to play yesterday. That's funny, people say, hey, how long you been playing? I usually say, oh, no, I started probably 8 months ago. I always get this look on their face. Nah, I've been playing a long time. Since I was 8. So, it's been a long time. Been a long time! I don't know. I like to play ding. Yes, I was. I did have a Kramer endorsement at one time. Yes, that is true. Yep, that was a long time ago. A long time ago. So, I had them. I had Diamond Guitars. Had them at one time as well. When was this? A long time ago. Back when they were a thing. It was actually prior to Van Halen, because they weren't that big of a company at that time. So this is prior to that. It was a long time ago. And it's funny because a buddy of mine, Frankie Beatrice, actually kind of remembered that. And he worked for Kramer. So it's like, wow, somebody actually remembers I did something. I've had some endorsements. I had DR Strings. I was endorsed by DR Strings when they first started. I had that the whole time when our record was out, and I endorsed them for a while. Then I left them and went to Everly Guitar Strings, which have the B52s, Clear Tone. I was a tester on all the Clear Tone strings. I did all of them. Exactly, Wicked Games. That's what I played. So I've done some stuff, I guess. I've had some fortunate stuff. I haven't been endorsed by Firefly yet, though. Is anybody not endorsed by Firefly anymore? I haven't even played one of those guitars. I don't even know if they're any good or not. I have no idea. They want to send me a guitar, send me a guitar. No, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm really good. I'm fine. But there's so many, we do get, Firefly, the cheap, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said. Rush. Let's see. I haven't played Rush in a long time, so don't judge. Yeah, exactly. That's it. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. I already played Dokken. We've already done it. We've already covered Dokken today. You're too late. We've already done Dokken. It's off the plate now. Now that I almost did play Dokken there. God, you guys, everybody, one time. Yeah, exactly. Working Man was a long time ago. Yeah, get some people to come. Get some people to come see me. Here's a Guitar Addict. Open G stone riff. There you go. Guitar is actually a little out of tune. I see that now. And chorus does not help it. That's another tip I'll give you too. If you are relying on a snark tuner or a clip-on tuner of any type, please learn how to tune the guitar by ear. Just do yourself a favor. It will come in handy down the line. We can't constantly rely on pedal tuners, snark tuners, whatever. We all have, probably multiple guitars. Most of us all do. If you got a guitar that's actually in tune, you can always hit the A, and then you go back and you tune your guitar to that A. Or if you got a keyboard, hit the A. I always say A is like this is kind of the thing we've always done for years. Like, give me an A. And that's how we tune our guitars, off of A. I know a lot of people use middle C, but we use the A. All right, so it is 6:20 here in the East Coast of Florida, New York time. How you doing? Randy K is a freak. Yes, tell them all about it. Steph, do my PR work. You know what I'm saying? Hey. But anyways, so I'm going to check out of here. I've been here a little longer than I wanted to be because we did have the laptop issue, and I'm a very good player. I'm okay. I'm okay. I do my job, but I appreciate the compliment. There's much better players out there. I just seem to get the jobs. So anyways, I'm going to check out of here, guys. I do appreciate everybody watching. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button and the subscribe. Become part of the channel. I'm always on here just a little after 5 on East Coast time. And you can join me on the live streams. Also, I probably will do a live stream from Sarasota, Florida this weekend. I'm not sure what time it will be. That's the only problem. I don't know when it's going to be because remember, I am a dealer. I am setting up a booth with 50 guitars or however many guitars I decide to take, at least 30. I'll take those plus all the pedals. Once I get done setting up the whole booth, I will probably walk around and look at the stuff that is there on Friday before anybody else gets to see what is in the room. Some of the stuff will probably already be gone because dealers will suck that stuff up really quick, but it'll probably go to their booth and then it'll be up anyways. So we're gonna go off and we're gonna check that out. We'll live stream that. I had thought members only thing. I may still. So if you see a thing comes up, be a member of my channel, hey, why not? Become part of the channel and you become a member. And then you can see some exclusive content that we don't show on the channel all the time. Or you'll get first access to whatever. I don't know. I've never done that before. I've never charged for these things. But I think it's like $2 for the month, some stupid number like that, and then you'll get some better stuff. Anyways, maybe I'll give you some lessons and stuff. I'll teach you how to play. Yeah, Maggie, good to see you. Or is that Marjorie? Is that Marjorie? It was Marjorie. I think it was Marjorie. I couldn't see. I didn't look quick enough. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna be doing the show this weekend, and we'll probably video some of that. So, anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here until the next time that we do this. We got another thing coming, baby, and I'm out of here, guys. See you next time. I can't. Is it Marjorie? Maggie works. Marjorie. Yes, Marjorie. All right. See you. Good to see you guys. Until next time, have a great week. Don't let things get to you. Don't get stressed out by anything. Don't be offended by anybody because they're just trying to hurt you, and you don't care about them because you got to live your life and you got to have fun. And you know what I'm saying? So long from the Sunshine State, as Gordon Solie used to say. Bye, guys. Take care.